Here's a little tiny koala. The koala was rescued when the mother was unable to keep feeding her.
Ellie?
This guy figured out how to eat an unlimited supply of floating fingers. This is what happens when you have two pizza places order pizza from each other.
Hi, this is Papa John's on Hackberry. How may I serve you tonight?
You called Pizza Hut on 15th Street. This is Jim. How can I help you?
Sir, this is Papa John's. Would you like to hear our specialties tonight? We've got an $8.99 pepperoni large pizza.
We have a $7.99 if you would like to place an order for that.
Sir, this is Papa John's. You called to place an order?
You called me. This is Pizza Hut.
There's a stairway on the side of a mountain in Hawaii for those. You don't need to have snow in order to enjoy skiing. This is what it's like to be in the middle of a feeding frenzy with nurse sharks. This pet snake likes to bury its face into the fluff of its favorite blanket. This artist makes tattoos that glow when exposed to ultraviolet light. Here's a beautiful shot showing what it's like to walk through the mountains of Norway. In the spirit of Halloween, here's a spooky jellyfish that looks like a ghost. The red sphere you see is an isopod that wanted to go for a ride.
What is that?
That is so cool.
This is their ghost coming. What is that?
What are we looking at?
The ghost of Picnic
Pac-Man.
Fest.
It's got to be a jelly.
Whoa.
What
How big is this?
is it?
Let me paint it with the laser.
This is what happens when you give ferrets a whole bunch of toy balls to play with. These people attached a camera to a weather balloon to see what a solar eclipse would look like from space.
No problem. Thank you. Have fun. Yeah, you guys too. Have a good night.
You can make yourself a homemade battery for your phone by using salt water, zinc, and copper. It might take longer than using your power cord, but it could be a fun science experiment. This garbage man noticed this elderly woman was struggling to bring in her cans after he left. Now every time he empties the can, he brings them back into her garage.
Put this over here out the way. Alright, well, good to see you. God bless you as always, darling. You're looking good, like that hair. You got it down.
This glob of water represents all of the accessible fresh water on Earth. As you can see, it's very, very small. This water buffalo, so it ran into the water to be safe. Back in the 1960s, the Lockheed U-2 was an aircraft that the US military used to spy on other nations. The plane flew so high in the sky that it would skim on the edge of space. The pilots had to dress up in gear that resembled an astronaut suit. A doctor wanted to demonstrate his surgical precision by sewing a piece of fabric onto the membrane of an egg.
Here he comes. Where'd he go?
Did you get it?
This person created a plastic cup that expands when exposed to hot liquids. The plastic can expand to create specific designs on the cup. This is probably the most colorful nudibranch you'll ever find in the ocean. Here's a kitty that loves licking a pig.
Bless you. It's the time of the year we get little colds, don't we? Little sunset.
Я обещала показывать вам милых пациентов. Хоба, посмотрите на эту мордаху.
These two cats are fighting for the right to sit next to this warm computer. If you go snowboarding in Finland, it'll look like a winter paradise. This tree was struck by lightning and started burning from the inside out. This person made a skateboard that expands and collapses on command. This is where the bodies of most whales end up when they die. Deep down on the ocean floor, small creatures eat up the remains until there's just a skeleton left over.
So
I don't see any red tentacles or anything yet.
I see some brown fuzz on the vertebrae.
Yeah.
I mean, on the ribs. So those might be
Yeah,
them.
approximately.
Oh, this is so cool.
I think that is them.
meters, 450 meters.
Okay, so what's happening is the ship is tracking a line and moving along as we're moving towards the cone. So the ship is moving Argus away. Hercules.
This guy tried proposing to his future wife, but ended up tripping some poor child instead. This is how ears work. Sound waves go inside of your ear and hit your eardrum. The eardrum sends vibrations all the way to something called the cochlea. The cochlea is filled with fluid and hair cells. The fluid moves these hair cells, which creates neurotransmitters that send messages to the brain. A parrot was filmed in Brazil, rocking out and busting a move. This cat found itself the perfect mattress.
Oh, she's like the best bed ever. She's a great big wool blanket. Look at that. Look at you.
A wildlife photographer found hundreds of hippos all hanging out in one place. This person was flying their drone when a bird came and attacked it. This baby rhino likes to get its horn rubbed every night before going to bed.
Come on. Bas.
What's wrong, Potato? Yeah.
This dog was diagnosed with kennel cough and needed to wear this respirator for a few weeks. This truck was driving on the highway when it got stuck on a barrier and started taking down light poles. Nobody was hurt in the process, not even the driver. There's a flight of stairs in the bottom left corner of the video. This cat rushed over and stopped this baby from falling down the stairs. This person created his own handheld laser that can pop balloons.